Sometimes it really doesn't look like spring, but it's getting here, and there's signs all over the place. Mostly it just looks like a big winter mess right now, but if you look a little closer, there's signs of spring everywhere. The last few days, it's really making itself evident, so hopefully I can show you enough signs to give you some encouragement that it's almost time for everything to pop out. This is not exactly the ecosystem I was intending upon when I put in the fish pond. Nope, not really what I was wanting. Not really what I was going for at all. Hi, buddy. Hey, little stinker. Hey, foot! Nope. And look who decided it's their birthday. This is a praying mantis egg that I have been watching, and it decided today to hatch. So happy birthday, little guys. You picked a cold day to come into the world. Gosh, I hope they find someplace warm tonight. Isn't that just the neatest thing ever? I planted this salad garden area about a week ago, and already little radish babies are starting to pop up. It does not take very long for some of these cooler season things to start coming out, and within about 3 weeks I should be able to start picking radishes, and salad will follow. I did quite a bit of winter sowing this year. These are the seeds that I put out to see what I could get in these little bags, and quite a few of them are having really good results. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I won't plant any of these out for probably a little while yet. Even though the tulips and the daffodils have been going for a little while now, I know it's not quite time to plant everything else. This is kind of my early show as a result of things that I planted in years before. And they're kind of the promise of spring, that it's here, but it's not quite here for some things that I need to be planting. But I think they're all just so beautiful. And I'm very grateful to plant bulbs and have them come back year after year. And it looks like this year, it may be time to pull up some of these bulbs and spread them out a bit for next year. There's always at least some spring popping up early that we can enjoy. And just seeing those baby plants come through really gives my heart joy. Watching the bushes that will have beautiful flowers starting to wake up. Seeing the buds on fruit trees, promise of things to come. And even though this looks like a big mess, underneath is the promise of new lemon balm. Raspberries. Oh, they'll be so good in the spring and the summer. And I'll be able to make chimichurri very soon. Can actually pick some mint now for tea. Rhododendrons are starting to bloom. It's the first time I've grown those, and I've kept them in containers to see how they do. I have blackberries planted all around, and I'm looking forward to those. And so many succulents that come back year after year. And rhubarb. That'll be a wonderful treat, making into pies and desserts. The bulbs that I planted for last year are starting to show themselves. The same with the succulents, the hens and chicks, and some of the wormwood plant that I transplanted. And always dandelions for our friend the bee. And here's the bee now, taking advantage of those weeds that I've left out so that they have some food. It's a good excuse to hold off that weeding for a little while, because I know there's limited things that the bees can find for food this time of year. So we'll leave him a little buffet and see what he thinks, and be grateful that they're here. Chives, rosemary, all the herbs that are perennials are starting to show out. But of course, the surest sign of spring is the weeds I need to pull, and the rose bushes that I need to trim. But I almost like to let them go the first part of the season and get a huge flush of blooms before I trim them back, because this will be absolutely gorgeous in just a few weeks. And it always puts on such a wonderful show. Strawberries, oh, they will taste so good this summer. Already starting to bloom, so that means it will not be long before they start to have strawberries. And of course, asparagus. Oh, it's already coming up. I'll be picking that within just a few days. The hollyhock is starting to grow. And more of my tea plants. This will get huge. Hostas are starting to come up. Very small little shoots. They aren't very big, but when they get going, boy, they'll be huge. My favorites, the lilac. Oh, grew up with those. And they're starting to show the promise of blooms. Should be within the next few days. And I'm so excited to see them. They smell so wonderful. And they just have a look that you can't compare. Japanese maple is just starting to bud, so it will require a little pruning. And of course, pruning will have to happen for all the bushes out front. The spring chores just don't stop. This bush will also need pruned, but I want to see the blooms first. Many more succulent plants. These are an easy thing to propagate, and I try to put them around because I know they come back every year. Azaleas. I do not have a lot of azaleas, but they are so pretty. And the hostas out front, different variety, are up a little higher. They're just letting me know that it's a little further into spring. And they're also telling me that I need to get all these old branches picked up. The roses underneath the crepe myrtle are starting to flush out with leaves, and the daylilies below are starting to come up. The peony bush in this pot gave me my first flower last year, and the purple shamrock is one of my favorite. So there's plenty of signs that spring's coming, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one itching to get out there in the garden. But there's plenty of cleanup things that need to be done first, and there's plenty of things to look at from last year that are popping up now. So I hope this was encouraging, and I hope you find a way to get out and enjoy just a little bit of this weather as it gets a little nicer out. Happy spring!